Hi friends, welcome to Lovin' Life's Journey and another day of Vlogmas. Today I am headed to Dollar Tree to pick up some items for a little blessing box that I put out every year for delivery drivers. It seems like we have been increasing the amount of online shopping that we are doing, especially in 2020. And so this is just a way to bless those delivery drivers for bringing things right to my door that make it so easy for me. And so I like to do it. It's something that's really simple to do. So today I'm going to take you along with me to get the items, and also I'm going to show you how I make the box and put it together. And so that's what we're doing. I would love to know in the comments if you have any special random acts of kindness that you do, either especially for Christmas time or even just year round. So put those in the comments. I'd love to hear about them. And now let's head to Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be looking for an 80th birthday card for my dad because he turns 80 on Sunday. And then I'm going to be looking for items for the delivery driver box, and I think I want to make a new box because mine is getting pretty ratty looking. So I'm going to make a new box, so we're going to be looking for that and some fun things to fill it with. So let's see what we can find. Well, that hardly ever happens. The first card I picked up is the one I'm getting. I like it a lot. So when you're picking out a box for this, you want to get one that's big enough that will hold a fair amount of items, but if you get one that's too big, then you have to buy a lot of items to fill it up. So kind of one in the middle. I'm thinking that one of these storage box, they're like the shoebox size. I think these work really well. This is what I've been using, and I think it has worked pretty well. So now I'm going to look for some snacks and some things that are practical that a delivery driver might need during their day or want to have. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so I found lots of things to put in the box. I know I probably could have gone to a grocery store and bought packs of multiple items that would have been smaller packages, but honestly, I like the bigger packages for blessing the delivery drivers. I want to give them something that feels like, hey, this just made my day and this is special. And so that's why I like to get the larger packages at Dollar Tree. I spend a little bit more money, but you know what? I think it's worth it. And if I can make somebody's day a little bit brighter, even if they're doing the job that they get paid for, I am all about that. So now I'm going to go home and put my box together. So this is the box that I have been using for the last, I think, 3 years. I made this little cardboard sign. It's getting a little floppy, and I decided since I'm doing this every year, I want to make something a little bit more permanent. So I picked up another box because the one I have been using has gotten a little brittle from being out in the cold, and I'll be making the sign using a clipboard and also a chalkboard from Dollar Tree. So first I'll just remove the sticker from the clipboard and I'm going to paint it using some chalk paint, and this took a couple of coats. I decided to paint it because not only would this make it look better, but hopefully also it will protect it from the moisture from rain or snow and just help it last longer. So once the paint was dry, I also sprayed it with this clear matte sealer, which will also help protect it. Next, I'm going to write on my chalkboard. I'm using some of the chalk writers from Dollar Tree, as well as a white chalk pen that I got, I think, from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And before I write on my chalkboard, I put it on the clipboard because I want to make sure that my little clip doesn't cover up my writing. And then I'm just going to write my message. And I really like these chalk writers from Dollar Tree and the chalk markers. They don't come off usually unless you use a wet or damp cloth on them. And this is going to be on a covered porch, so I think that it will stay on quite well because it shouldn't get direct moisture to it. So that's what I decided to do. You could just use a marker or a paint marker, paint pen, and write directly on the clipboard and not use the chalkboard. The message I wrote is, "Dear delivery driver, thank you for making our Christmas shopping easier. Please help yourself. Merry Christmas from the Jimenez family." Now I'm going to attach my clipboard to the plastic container, and I wish I had noticed that the plastic container sides were not straight. It has kind of an indented part, but I can still make this work. I'm going to use some E6000. Then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue on there to help just hold it in place while the E6000 is drying. And then I'll also put something heavy on this and let it dry for several hours before I use it. And just a note here, I didn't paint the back of the clipboard, but I did spray it with a couple coats of that sealer to help protect it. And now it's time to fill it up. I tried to get a good variety of sweet and salty snacks. I also got some Hot Hands hand warmers, as well as some little packages of Kleenexes, some little jerky sticks, and then I also picked up some sugar-free candies because you never know who might be delivering your packages and what their dietary restrictions are. And if you live somewhere where the temperature doesn't get below freezing, you could also add some bottled water or other types of drinks. So I have my little blessing box all put together, and I have put it here on the front porch. I have to say I am a little embarrassed because I meant to paint that table last year and I still haven't done it. So maybe I'll be doing that in the next few days because it's pretty bad. It needs to be painted. So now when the delivery drivers come and they're having a long day or they just need a little pick-me-up, they can come up here and get something out of the little blessing box, and hopefully it will make their day a little bit brighter. So it's just something really easy that I can do. It's not expensive, and I hope that it will bless them because them doing their job well actually makes my Christmas shopping a whole lot easier. So it's just something that I I can do just a little random act of kindness. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you back here tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.